Kathy Shoemaker. I love to cook, bake, and spend a lot of time in my kitchen.
It's gonna get hot in this kitchen.
I make all sorts of yummy food, and I want to invite you into my kitchen to enjoy them as well.
We will be making Christmas cookies.
Welcome to my kitchen, Kathy's kitchen. Welcome to Kathy's kitchen. You've heard of Bring Your Kids to Work Day? Well, this is Bring Your Kids into Kathy's Kitchen Day. We have several helpers with us and we're making baked French toast. Okay. Woo. Now, Karen, guess what you get to do?
Now what?
Now butter the dish?
Now you get to butter the dish. So you want to get the whole bottom and the sides. This is gonna be great. I'll hold the dish. Lauren, do you want to come over and help him?
This is slippery.
It is slippery. All right, so now we got Mom in here too. This is like the perfect thing to do with kids because butter is butter. It's not gonna hurt anything.
I like eating butter.
You sure do.
Fantastic, you're all done. Yep, head on over to the sink.
All right,
Can I do
kiddo.
the snappy?
So we are gonna cut the bread into triangles. Hold on to it. Good, and then you can just put them over there. Ooh, you toasted these nicely.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be day-old bread. I just figured it'd be easier to dry them out. I put them on a baking sheet and just one layer and turn the oven on to warm and it just toasted them slightly.
And the day-old bread, the reason for the day-old bread for French toast?
That's so that the custard soaks into it better.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And she's really a pro with this knife.
Yeah, she's being very careful and I'm very proud of her.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate the help. So now it's time to make the custard. And it's basically eggs, milk, heavy cream, and then the flavorings. We'll start off with the eggs and we're going to use 8 eggs. So go ahead and you can crack them and just put them in the measuring cup. All right, great. And you can leave the whisk in there because now it's going to be a cup of milk. You just pour it right in.
Here.
And then it's a cup of heavy whipping cream. Perfect. And then go ahead and whisk that together. All right, great. Now it's time for the flavorings. So it's going to be 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. Fantastic. And 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And then it is going to be a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then it's gonna be like a pinch of the cardamom. So you just open that up and literally you can just take your fingers and just take a pinch of that and put that in. I think technically it's 1/8 of a teaspoon, but we're not measuring that. And then it's going to be the nutmeg. And that you can do like 3 shakes of nutmeg. Fantastic. Those are warmy spices, just makes it toasty. And then a little bit of sea salt. That's good. And then whisk all that together. And there we have our custard mixture. All right, so now we're gonna reset for one of the messiest parts of this whole thing. I'm gonna take a piece of bread. Yep, plop it down into the egg stuff. Toss it around a little bit. Then you can hand it off to Cora. And she's gonna just place it in here. We're gonna do
that.
This gets covered with foil. You're gonna cover this with foil and we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes up to overnight. All right, now we're gonna mix up some cinnamon and sugar. This is gonna get sprinkled on top of the baked French toast. So why don't you go ahead and take like 3 teaspoons of the sugar and just pour it into this bowl. Yep. And then 1 teaspoon of the cinnamon. And you can go ahead and put the teaspoon right in there. Perfect. And go ahead and stir it up. All right, terrific. We're done with that part. All right, so this has been in the refrigerator for 30 minutes resting, and we're gonna put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Come over here, Garen. Now you can set the timer.
How long?
For 30 minutes. So you turn it this way.
This way?
Yep, go ahead, turn it. Perfect. There we go. So now I'm gonna make some blueberry syrup. And it's simply blueberries that I'm gonna cook down a little bit. And I'm gonna add the maple syrup and it'll be blueberry syrup. I am gonna crush these blueberries just to get the juices to come out a little bit. I'm gonna add some maple syrup to the blueberries now. Just a good amount. 3/4 of the bottle. So now I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna take the foil off, pour some butter over it and cinnamon sugar. And this is just gonna help brown everything. All right, back in the oven it goes for another 10 minutes or until it's golden crispy. A little longer or?
Ooh, look how gorgeous that looks.
You like strawberries?
Yeah.
I love strawberries too. So today we're filming on March 28th, 2026. This happens to be my mom and my cousin Justine's birthday today. I won't mention how old Justine is, but if my mom would still be alive, she'd be 84. And Justine is exactly 30 years younger than my mom. So happy heavenly birthday to my mom and happy birthday, Justine.